Hello and welcome to Core Finance. And I'm joined by Tim Harrison of Linear Wealth. Welcome again.
Good morning.
Good to have you here.
Thank
so
you.
what are we going to discuss today?
Well,
I think we've got our first headline coming up now. Rajoy calls cabinet meeting to discuss the next steps. So what's happening in Catalonia and what do we think?
Well, it's as we were discussing off air, it would appear that Great Britain selecting to leave the Eurozone or the EU has started the snowball effect of everyone else starting to dissent. Now, obviously, the Catalonians for some years have wanted independence. Obviously, the Brexit vote has given them the energy to actually start stamping their feet.
They have actually been blaming it on the Scots, but
well,
yeah.
there you go. It's I mean, the point is obviously Barcelona and Catalonia as an area of Spain is hugely important to Spanish GDP, tourism, etc., etc. So it is a big event. Unlike Scotland, and I don't wish to offend the Scots here, Scotland is not a tourist attraction, if you like, and money-driving attraction such as Barcelona is to Spain.
20% of Spanish GDP.
Exactly that. So it is a big deal. It is very, very important. And obviously Rajoy is looking to see what's up. Obviously he knows what is up, but it's a case of seeing whether or not there is a happy medium that they can work towards. I think he's just trying to put out a very significant fire.
And any real impact for the markets?
Well, the IBEX was up significantly on the back of the 5 o'clock deadline last night, and the sort of dampening of the aggression. The IBEX was up significantly, as I say, yesterday evening after that. And again, the read across is that if they can sort something out, then things can maintain the status quo. So watch this space.
Indeed, indeed. So let's come on to FTSE One to watch. Whitbread.
So it's an interesting company. It's one that's done very well over the last number of years. And the key here is obviously that they are looking to, now that the ship is in order, so to speak, and driving forward, the UK economy is reasonably robust in terms of tourism, in terms of consumption, etc.
Well, certainly the pound is helping.
Exactly
so
that. But they are looking to expand their reach. And obviously yesterday they announced they are looking to pick up their joint venture in China, that they're looking to buy that stake back and spread their wings. So there's a lot of consolidation in the tourism sector. You're seeing the highlights of SeaWorld with Merlin Entertainments potentially, the likes of the hotel groups coming under pressure from activist investors. So the retail tourism space seems to be one to watch, and Whitbread is a pretty interesting beast in that sector.
Yeah, and always a favourite of mine. So looking to the AIM market, what's the one to watch here? We got EasyHotel.
So again, they had numbers, recent numbers, and their growth is pretty consistent and pretty strong. Obviously, with the EasyHotel brand or the Easy brand, you're looking for cheap and cheerful. They've got a number of outlets in London, but again, when you are travelling, when you are a tourist, are you really bothered about the 5-star luxury, or do you just want somewhere to hang your hat? These guys seem to be fitting that nucleus or that price point quite well, as they have done with the with Stelios and the airline business. They seem to be doing pretty well, and as I say, they're spreading their wings further north, which is a good sign of consolidating that strong growth.
Yeah, and also tapping into that very sort of money-conscious element, and self-employed aren't going to stay at 5-star hotels if they can save and stay at
well, 30,
Easy
40
Hotel.
quid a night. It's good business.
Just makes complete
Makes sense,
doesn't
exactly.
it? It does. So let's move on to the pound. We touched on it earlier, but what's going on here with the pound against the dollar, pound against the euro?
Well, again, it's a bit of tit for tat. I see sterling euro is around about the 111, 110 this morning, and it's a case of the better of two evils, if you like, at the moment. As I've said for some time, I am a real sterling UK bull, if you like, and I think that the sterling will continue to strengthen against the dollar. But again, with the euro against sterling, it's a case of Brexit versus what's going on in Spain. It's kind of at loggerheads at the moment. So I can't see, the heady days of the sterling euro at 130 that we had, 12, 18 months ago. But again, it's a case of which is going to break first. So it's an interesting market. And I think currency is maintaining its volatility that it has done for the last 18 months. And I think that's set to continue to some extent.
Yeah, and certainly interesting that that Theresa May yesterday, sort of preparing for no deal, didn't seem to do that much damage to sterling overall.
Well, I think it marginally strengthened it. That being said, Theresa May has said that she was a Remainer, but now she's read through the terms and conditions. She's very much a Brexiteer. How much of that is trying to save face and maintain a strong arm at the negotiations tables? Who knows? But it's interesting times.
It certainly is. Let's see. Moving on to the broker updates. What have we got today? We've got Standard Life Aberdeen.
So obviously it's a merger of two evils, if you like, and it's finally been given the go-ahead, and they've finally started trading as one entity. It's interesting to see a broker upgrade on another broker, wealth manager upgrading another wealth manager. Again, with the markets maintaining their slow trajectory higher in the UK, Standard Life and Aberdeen have been a victim of significant outflows over the past couple of years on the back of volatility in the emerging markets, etc. With markets having stabilised and sort of continue to just grind higher, one would suggest that you could have seen a lot of fund inflows into the UK, Europe, and also into the emerging markets. I have noted that a lot of funds have been withdrawn from the US, so that may be a shift into the growth opportunities within the EU.
And it's worth just pointing out that UBS upgrade is from sell to neutral, so they're not exactly...
They're not shouting from the rooftops just yet.
They haven't got rose-tinted spectacles yet. No, indeed. So the core number, 200,000. That's the number of pizzas Domino's sold in a day.
Yeah, it's, their numbers yesterday were pretty significant, right? And their update to the market, they attributed part of their growth to the Strictly factor. Basically, it would appear that we're becoming lazy bones and sitting in front of our TV eating pizza. In terms of Domino's as a business, they're going from strength to strength. They're strengthening their franchisee proposition, etc. But 200,000 pizzas in a day, that's incredible.
Right. So it's sitting in front of the telly, eating pizza, watching Strictly, rather than having a salad and going out to a dance class.
Well, exactly. Who needs a gym?
Oh, indeed. Let's look at the economic calendar. What have we got today? We've got the FOMC minutes and a speech from Member Williams, and also the ECB's Prait is speaking at nearly 10 to 8 tonight.
Yeah.
Anything big to expect there?
Well, I suppose the ones to watch out for is the FOMC minutes. I think that's the main headline for today. Tomorrow you've obviously got Draghi and the ECB. So with the US, it'll be a case of whether or not we're going to see another rate rise towards year end, and also potential for rate rises through 2018. It'll be very key to see these numbers. Again, it could have a big impact on both the markets and also the cable rate. The other two...
it's unlikely Prait's going to say anything ahead of the ECB tomorrow.
I shan't be waiting up for them.
But fantastic. Thank you very much for the update. That's the morning.